Hi everybody, wanted to share today some stuff around why letting people go eventually becomes easier than holding on to them. So it's around the suffering stage of having to let go of people in your life for whatever reason, or if you've been let go of, and how to manage that, because we're creatures of habit. We like to hold on to what we know, to what is familiar, even when it's painful. So I often say to people, and this is talking from my experience as well, when we hold on to somebody for too long, it actually becomes really painful to stay holding on because we're struggling to let go, or we don't want to let go. The reason sometimes we have to let go of people, and it's hard when it's our loved ones, particularly when it's our family, is that we can love people deeply, but there has to come a time where we recognise that sometimes their behaviours, their ways, their attitude towards us is not helpful to us, it's harmful. And that crossover between loving somebody and then accepting that they're no good for you or to be around you or not helpful, they bring out the worst in you, can be a really challenging mindset, particularly when it's family. Sometimes it's okay to carry on loving people and keep them at a distance, or it's okay to carry on loving people and put in very firm boundaries, because I often say it's actually with the people we love or we're closest to that we need the strongest boundaries, and I learnt that the hard way quite a few times, when in fact it's often that people will feel that to have boundaries with their loved ones is like a barrier, it's like a block, it's like a rejection, it's cold, it's aloof. It's not. Where it's matters of the heart, we have to really protect ourselves, because it's when it's matters of the heart of whatever type of love it is, that's where our boundaries can go out the window, and we're actually more vulnerable to hurt or to allowing situations to play out that aren't good for us or we wouldn't allow with anybody else. So we can try and fix relationships, we can try to battle through for years and years and years, and all it does is hurt us. Sometimes it's actually okay to go, I love this person but I can't be around them. It's really tough. It's that actually holding on and not surrendering the fact that something isn't working, that keeps us in suffering. Because love can keep us in suffering. Love can keep us in pain if we're trying to hold on to something too long, where we can't accept it's not good for us, or it's not gelling, or it's always going to be this way. But you know, we can always have love in our hearts for those that we love from a distance, from afar. It doesn't have to be in the room with you, and it's trusting that cord, a healthy cord. So it's cutting out all the crap, if you like, but still keeping a connection with that person. So, you know, you might want to think in your own life, is there anybody or group of people that I'm holding on to because I feel obliged, I feel responsible, I feel have to, it's expected, I'd feel guilty if I didn't. But actually, those connections are causing you pain. Sometimes there is a huge soul lesson in learning to let go, and letting go with love, like unconditional love. I still love these people, but it's not helpful or healthy for me to be in their lives or then to be in mine, or I might have to totally change the boundaries and see them once every 6 months rather than once every 6 weeks. And it's all about putting yourself first, your needs first, because love isn't meant to hurt, but typically different levels of love can. Why? Why is that love hurting? What isn't working for you? What is jarring? What isn't going to change? And actually, what can I do with it? And I've learned to love from afar, unconditionally, which has been challenging too. But loving people from afar keeps my boundaries there of actually that's not good for me. And you know what? That's okay. So we can kind of go into all kinds of guilt and frustrations at putting our needs first. But we in Western society, we're very conditioned to put other people first. It's selfish if we put our needs first. But I think that's bonkers. I've struggled with it. I felt very guilty putting myself first, and I'm going through a stage in my life at the moment where I need to put myself first more and haven't been. I've been neglecting my own needs, but it's not selfish. It's absolutely mandatory and essential for your happiness, your well-being, and then for what you can give to others. So love with boundaries. Connections with the closest people in your life with boundaries, and knowing that sometimes we suffer because we're holding on for too long, and we can love from afar. Have a good weekend, everybody.